Hi everyone, in this video you'll learn how to transplant an onion sprout in a container garden. Okay, right here I have my fresh farm eggs that I've used for breakfast that morning. I'm going to add my veggie compote to this as well. I'm going to mix this together. I'm also going to add that Miracle Grow pot and soil to this, and I'm going to crunch all of these eggshells so it's easier to break down once I add it to my soil. It acts as a fertilizer and feeds the plant. So I'm going to continue to mix that. There we are, I'm doing that. Okay, I'm still mixing here, as you can see. That's that Miracle Grow pot and mix that I'm using there. I'm going to add that Dr. Earth Pure Gold all-purpose fertilizer as well. Be sure to start with a clean container if you're using recycled containers, just in case that the previous plant that you had in there was diseased. It won't transfer into your vegetables. So you're going to mix your compote, you're going to mix your Miracle Grow soil together. You're going to continue to mix that. And here you want to measure out your sprouts. After measuring your sprouts, squeeze your container around and around just to loosen up that soil. Disrupting the roots can stunt the growth or cause the plant not to grow. Gently separate the soil. This is very important, to gently separate that soil so you won't disturb that root or anything like that. You're going to mix some of that old soil that was in the last pot. You're going to mix that soil in with this new soil so it can still feel like it's at home. So I dug a 1-inch space there, or half-inch space there for that sprout to go in, and make sure you just cover that. And I have my sprouts separated within about 2 feet maybe. So I put 2 sprouts in that first one, in that first container, and so this second container I'm just using recycling this soil that they were in before. Excuse me, I had to keep moving this camera here. I should have edited that out, but I didn't. Anywho, you're going to continue the same thing. Add the soil, add your compote, mix. Like I said before, adding that soil and that compote to the mixture, mix. Also your Pure Gold Dr. Earth fertilizer, and you're gonna mix that. You're gonna also put some more of that Miracle Grow pot and soil on top. Made a little 1-inch, a half-inch hole there for that sprout to go into, and they're going to be about 2 feet apart in this container. So make sure you're very careful when you're separating your sprouts, because you don't want to disrupt that root at all. You don't want to stunt the growth. You don't want to harm anything. You see that root there? Yeah. Gonna plant it right in there. Cover it using some of that old soil. Make sure I have a little bit of love on there. Oh, don't know where I disappeared to. Okay, probably going to get some water to water it a little bit. I'll be back. I had extra sprouts left over, so I'm using this smaller container to gift it to a family member or a friend. Right here I'm drilling holes in it because this container did not have any holes, so it needs proper drainage so the roots won't rot. I'm just going to continue the same process as the bigger plant. It's the same process as before. Fertilizer, your compote mix, your soil, mix it all together. Your half-inch, or right here it'd be a little less because it's a smaller container. So you put your sprout in, add that extra soil to it, make it all happy, do it with love, yeah. Make sure you water this stuff as well, guys. Make it all nice and pretty. Always with love. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. And these are onions, guys. My onion sprouts that I repotted so beautifully. It's important to grow your vegetables at home. Teaching your children, teaching your family. Make sure after you do your transplanting, you did use fertilizer, so you're going to want to water it very, very, very well. Make sure you put a good bit of water in it. Since I've had successful produce on my tomatoes, the next video will be on how to care for your container tomato garden. I have 9 grown on this one so far. They're so beautiful, my tomato babies. Thank you for watching. Love yourselves. Green is the color of life.